She sent me a message and said, "Oh, laugh out loud, a little privileged, right?" And I was like,
Did you watch Sean's Instagram and he said you're a loser if you don't go to the gym?
so I've never said
He got
that.
his first hate mail about that too. Some lady was like, "You sound like a what?
No.
A privileged
No.
blah 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 with
So
all your workout plans."
It wasn't a hate mail. I said, why wouldn't you take care of yourself? Look at all the benefits. You look better, you feel better, you
able to
know,
provide
more
for your
energy, take
family,
care of your
yeah.
family, all this stuff. But then I said, is it just laziness?
It's a trigger.
And half the people sent me a message like, "Oh my God, I was thinking the same thing." And she sent me a message and said, "Oh, laugh out loud, a little privileged, right?" And I was like, to exercise? Question mark?
Yeah.
She goes, "No, with all your fancy trainers and fancy diets."
He
Well,
wouldn't reply to her what I would have replied to her. The way I would have responded to her is, do you realize that this motherfucker eats 8 ingredients? His grocery bill can be $40 a week because it's so inexpensive. To go run the 3-mile loop at Memorial Park in Houston is free.
Thank
it
you.
just doesn't
Pick
show
up
you.
2
No,
bricks.
she was already making an excuse.
You should have Wes Watsoned her and said, listen
Listen
motherfucker,
here, bitch."
you are the one I'm talking about. You're making excuses.
She goes, "With your privileged workouts and expensive trainers." I was like, well, I kind of disagree. That's kind of the mindset.
She said, with your
that-
expensive exercise.
or something like that. Yeah. And I said, look, I could teach someone, give someone all the knowledge to do all this stuff. But if they have a lazy mindset and a poor mindset,
Then nothing's gonna change.
They're not going to do anything with it. They're
By
just
the end
gonna
of
make
it, Sean's
excuses.
like, she's going to sign up when I have a plan one day.
I said, this is one of the very reasons we started the podcast and I started making the content that I did to actually show and educate people on all of this stuff. And then she turned around, she's like, "I love the podcast." Ultimately it turned out to be like a good message.
She turned a bad into a good. See, I would have turned a bad into
she wasn't
a worse.
being mean. I was just
Yeah.
pointing out facts. I'm not like that anyways. I don't want to like
No.
argue